Good morning, students. In today's class, let us discuss about the topic decision making. This chapter comes under 3rd BA, 6th SEM, Unit 4th. So let us discuss about this decision making. Every formal organization is set up to fulfill certain objectives. Number of decisions are to be taken to fulfill the organizational objectives. Decision making is regarded as a heart of management functions. Public administrators, they make so many decisions to attain their organizational objectives of administrative efficiency, social service, and also the weaker sections or the welfare of the weaker sections of the society. Managers, they make so many decisions in their organization or any company. So let us move to the meaning of this concept, that is decision making. Decision making is a process of selecting or choosing the best alternative from among competing alternatives. So with the help of one example, we can say that if now you are in UG course or you are in 3rd BA, after completion of your 3rd BA, you will go or you will opt PG, or you will go for B.Ed course, or you will go for job or any computer courses. So that are the alternatives you are having in front of you. So what you will do, you will select the best one. So here decision making means selecting the best alternative from among the competing alternatives. So we can say selecting the best alternative from among the alternatives. So many alternatives you are having in front of you, you are selecting the best alternative. So that is what decision making. So the word decision is derived from a Latin word decider, which means cutting away or come to conclusion. So deciding means here come to conclusion. So that is a meaning. Let us move to the features of this topic, that is decision making. First one, decision making, it is a process of selection. It is a process of selection. It is a goal-oriented process. Third one, it is an intellectual process. It is related to environment. Then it is a continuous process. Sixth one, it is a dynamic process. So these are the features. So let us discuss one by one. It is a process of selection. So decision making, as I said in the beginning, in the meaning of decision making is a selecting or choosing the best alternatives. In that way, we select the best alternative. In that way we can say it is a process of selection. Then the second one, it is a goal-oriented process. Why the managers or the head of the departments or head of the organization, they do the decisions, they make the decisions because they have to fulfill their objective, organizational objective. So in that way we can say it is a goal-oriented process. To achieve their goal, they make the decision. It is an intellectual process. How the managers do the decisions with the help of their intellectual ability or mental exercise. We can say that it is an intellectual process or it is a mental exercise or rational exercise. So with the help of our intellectual ability, we do the decisions. So in that way it is an intellectual process. Fourth one, it is related to environment. So according to the circumstances, the decisions may varies or changes. So like that, it is related to environment. Fifth one, it is a continuous process. The managers or the head of the organizations or any person, they do these or they make decisions what in a continuous process, or we can say it is a ongoing process. There is no stop for this decision making. So in that way it is continuous process. Next, it is a dynamic process. So the last point comes under features of decision making, that is dynamic. So it is not static. Decision making concept, it is not static, it is dynamic. So these are the features of which one? Decision making process. So let us move to the different stages involved in this decision making process. Stages involved in decision making process. First one, diagnosing and defining the problem. Diagnosing and defining the problem, analyzing and gathering information, Third one, it is developing alternative solutions. Developing alternatives or solutions. Developing alternatives or solutions. Next one, evaluation of alternatives. Next, selecting the best alternative. Implementation. And follow-up. So these are the different stages involved in this decision making process. So we know that decision making is a process. It is a process. So it includes many stages, or different authors have given different steps or different stages to make this decision making. So a manager or any head of the organization, he makes the decision with the help of these stages or steps. So let us discuss one by one. First one, diagnosing and defining the problem. So that is the first and foremost step comes under decision making. So here, diagnosing and defining the problem. It means the real beginning of the decision making process, it is what? First we have to diagnose. So that is, or we have to find out, or we have to define the problem. So that is the first one. If you take the example of a doctor, what he does, he prescribes the medicines to the patient by what he takes into account of all the symptoms of that patient. So with the help of that, he prescribes the medicine to that patient. So in that way, first we have to, if we are having any problem, what we have to do? We have to diagnose, or we have to find out, or we have to define the problem, what exactly the problem is. So that is the first step. Next to that, analyzing and gathering information. So second step comes under this decision making process, that is analyzing, or what we have to do, we are having the problem, so we have to analyze the problem, we have to classify or subdividing. So we can subdivide the problem, or we can classify the problems into subparts. So that is second step. And we have to collect the information regarding the problem. So that is the second step. Then third one, developing alternatives or solutions. So if we are having or we are facing any problem in our life, what we have to do? We can't sit quiet. We have to find out the solutions for that. So in that way, here also, third step comes under this decision making. That is, we have to develop some alternatives or solutions. So we have to find out solutions for our problems. So a manager also does this. That is what developing alternatives. So if we check the problem, we will get many alternatives, or we will get so many solutions for that problem. So that is what we have to find out, the alternatives or solutions for a problem. Then fourth one, evaluation of the alternatives. So in the third step, what we have to do? We have to develop that alternatives. Then the fourth step comes under that. What we have to do there? We have to evaluate that alternatives. We are having so many alternatives or solutions for one problem. So what we have to do here? We have to evaluate what are the demerits or what are the merits of that solution, or what alternative. We have to find out what are the positives as well as the negatives of that alternatives. We have to check. So that is evaluation of the alternatives. The next, fifth one here, selecting the best alternatives. So after evaluation of that solutions or the alternatives, the next steps comes under that, selecting the best alternative. So what is, after knowing the positive and negative points of that alternative, here we have to select the best one. The next step, it is implementation and follow-up. So after selecting the best alternative, here we will implement, or we should implement that step in an organization or in our life also. So after the implementation, then the next word comes here, follow-up. Follow-up means here the organization's head or the manager, what he does, he takes the feedback from the subordinates, or his employees will be there. So with the he will ask the feedback, or what positive points. It may be positive points or negative points. Here he takes the feedback from his followers or the subordinates. So with the help of that follow-up method, here he can say, or he can check his steps what are taken by him, whether it is good or bad, or whether it is harmful, or it is good or bad to that organization. It may benefit. So in that way, follow-up is also used under this decision making process. So these are the different stages or steps comes under this one, decision making